This is the day. This is the day we suit up. I am the Uncanny Omar. Welcome to Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today, it is my honor to give you this breaking news of one brand new Marvel Omnibus coming out in 2023. Stay with me. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us information about this omnibus coming out in June of 2023. Now, before I go any further, smash that like button. Tear that like button up. I'm so excited I can't talk. Smash it. Believe me, you're going to want to. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Ring that bell for notifications to let you know when our videos are going live. Share the video. You're going to want to share the video. This is exciting news. So, I've been doing this for a while now, and it has been my privilege and my honor to get to announce so many of these books. I see so many people excited, and I realize that not every book is for everybody. I get it. But there are so many people that get excited over different things, and you know, I know I get excited about these things too, and it just brings me so much joy to be able to lift someone's day that's having a cruddy day and get an email or a Instagram message or Twitter just tell me how much that book means to them. And then from time to time, I get super excited about a book. And I don't know if you can tell my tone when I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is going to be great. Usually you can tell when I'm like, this is for me. This is for me. Well, this one is for me and a bunch of you all out there, because this is one that I get asked. It's used to be on a monthly basis, then it became a weekly basis, then it became a daily basis. When are we going to get this? When is it coming? And I didn't know. I mean, I knew for a little bit, but now I know, and now you all will too. We did a Map My X on this particular omnibus. It was our very first episode of Map My X. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is mapped compared to what we said then. But what matters is what this book is. And it is my honor, and it's finally coming. In June of 2023, The Uncanny X-Men Volume 5, baby. Volume 5. Oh, yes. This is not just for me, it's for so many of you. On my thumbnail, I'm like, oh, what do I do? Do I do an X? Because if I do an X, then people are like, oh, that's Wakanda Forever. And then they get mad. And then when I did Wakanda Forever, they got mad because it was an X title. Anyway. It's Uncanny X-Men Volume 5. Let's take a look at the standard edition cover. So the standard edition cover here is from the classic issue 200, where Professor X pretty much decides to leave the team and now leaves Magneto in charge of the team. It is drawn by the phenomenal John Romita Jr., who was drawing the comics at the time. And speaking of comics, let's take a look at what comics are collected in here. So this does collect Uncanny X-Men 194 to 209, X-Men Annual number 9, New Mutant Special Edition number 1, Nightcrawler 1 through 4, Longshot 1 through 6, and material from Marvel Fanfare number 33. So you have the Asgardian story here with that X-Men Annual, and you see you have stories in here by Chris Claremont and Joe Duffy, Dave Cockrum, Barry Windsor-Smith, John Romita Jr., of course, supplying a lot of the artwork here, Arthur Adams, June Brigman, just to name a few of the creators that helped on this book. Now, before I go any further, and I'm sure there's going to be some questions, let's take a look at that direct market cover. And that direct market cover is, of course, from issue 205 by Barry Windsor-Smith. The classic issue 205. I love that issue. I love the colors in that issue. It's one of my most favorite standalone Wolverine stories and one of the greatest X-Men stories ever. So that's what's going to be collected in here. And for you X-Men collectors, you're probably asking, wait a minute, where's X-Men Annual 10? Where's New Mutants Annual number 2? Those aren't collected in the Mutant Massacre. I asked the very same question. And to answer you, that will all be collected in the next volume. And Can even tease you, they're already mapped it out to volume 7. So there's your answer, meaning that if you want the entire event of things like Mutant Massacre and Fall of the Mutants and Inferno, you'll buy those Omnis. So if you want just X-Men, you stick to buying Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 5, 6, 7. I can't believe we're getting these not right now, but later on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to let you know when those are coming. But that's the way that they're doing these events. So think of it like the King in Black event. You can get the Ven Omnibus, which has the King in Black event, but it doesn't have all the crossover stuff, all the miniseries. Or you can get the King in Black Omnibus. And, us X-heads, we probably will get both of them. But that is the way these books are being mapped out. So it also gives me hope that we are going to get a classic X-Factor Omnibus, Volume 1, to collect those missing issues that happened before the Mutant Massacre. But now we finally have our answer how they're going to collect these moving forward of Uncanny X-Men. And it just makes me so happy that we have a Volume 5. I mean, it's really, Spider-Man set the bar when we saw the Volume 5 of Spider-Man. I started thinking about what could follow that. Volume 5 of X-Men, Volume 5 of Avengers, just to give you an idea of what the future can hold. This is the one that a lot of people have been asking me about. And I always ask this towards the end of the video. Now what are y'all going to ask me for? And of course, there's always the next thing. There's Amazing Spider-Man 6, Avengers 5. That's classic stories, right? Or Thor by Jason Aaron, Volume 2. Sure, now for asking me about this, we'll move on to something else. But it was my honor to get to announce it. Now you all know the covers, the mapping, coming in June of 2023. Make sure to pre-order the book as soon as it's available for pre-order. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the mapping, which cover you're going to get, what other Volume 5 Omnis you want to see out there. Again, thank you to David Gabriel and the folks at Marvel for sending us our way. Smash that like button on the way out, everyone. And what else can I say? Make mine Marvel, baby.